Welcome, everybody. This is Richard Kuhns, author of the book that I hope everybody on this call has already read from cover to cover at least once, if not 10 times. How to Get Your Life Back from Morgellons, Chronic Lyme, and Other Skin Parasites. This is a special day. I'm here today with Ethel, our greeting coach. You met her if you got here before 4 o'clock. Robin, my co-host, who has been with me for over a year, I guess now. Megan may be on the call, our newest coach, and I didn't get to reach out to another volunteer. Her name is Anna. I hope to reach her during the week. We're here for this special thing that we have to do. And what is today, Robin? What is that special day? What's our celebration?
4th of July, 2021.
Independence Day. We celebrate it because we got independent from the rule of England. But here, you and I, we celebrate it because we're getting independent of these little stupid organisms that have taken over our lives and have ruined our lives.
Amen.
So I thank you, each and every one of you, for coming here today. The topic of today goes along with the email that went out this morning, the stupid, dumb, idiotic stuff that we do in desperation that can actually kill us. A few weeks ago, we don't talk about wild goose chases here because this program works, the diet works, everything that we do works. We have so many tremendous success stories, but you look all over the internet and you find wild goose chase after wild goose chase. And a couple of weeks ago, we went over what a lot of those wild goose chases are and discussed why they are wild goose chases. But every one of us, in our desperation, hey, I'm not in I've retired doing research thinking what you might be thinking. I went through it. I had personal experience to where these things invaded my life and ruined my life, and I was desperate. And after going to doctors, we had a lady, I think it may be actually Megan, our coach, who's gone to about 50 doctors. That's a total record. I might have gone to 8 or 9 doctors, and I did actually find one that was helpful in directing me to medications that are beneficial and that they reduce dopamine uptake in the brain, as explained in Chapter 6, and we've learned a lot about that along the way. But aside from that, the best response you can get from a doctor is the doctor scratches his head and says, well, you got something. I don't know exactly what it is. A better response is, well, you might have Morgellons, but usually they don't even know, or when you mention the word Morgellons, they put you in the classification of must be loony. So those are good responses. I don't know what's going on. You got something, or it might be Morgellons, but you don't look to these guys for cures because the best they can do is speculate that it might be Morgellons. What the heck? Now, there is no cure. In fact, the FDA requires me to inform everybody on this call, and I do it in all my communication, that none of us are medical doctors. Before you start the King Diet, which is the best direct, detailed diet available today, you make it work. Before you start that phenomenal diet, you are to discuss it along with any recommendations that I may make. Now, if you complete the questionnaire and send it in, there are detailed questions. Somebody sends me a thing about that long about everything that's going on, including the dog that fell over the fence or whatever. It doesn't help me, okay? You complete this questionnaire because the questionnaire allows me to see, okay, Morgellons may be involved, but there are a hell of a lot of other things. For instance, there's springtails, there's skin fungus, there's strongyloides, and your detailed paragraph this long doesn't tell me that, but the answers to those questions give me an indication of what you're dealing with, so that I can educate you. So before and through that, I provide you detailed recommendations that before you start, you are to discuss them thoroughly with your doctor to make sure that none of these recommendations are going to interfere with any health problems you're presently experiencing. That's what the FDA requires me to say. The AMA also wants me to tell you that I'm not a doctor. None of us are physicians. We're not trained. We don't have all that extensive training. You know, I do know where the nose is and I know where the mouth is, you know, but we are not here to cure, to mitigate, treat, or diagnose any skin disease or any disease whatsoever. But what we can do and are allowed to do is to educate you. Educate you how to clean them out of your body, utilizing the King diet. Clean them out of your skin, utilizing our bathing protocols. Clean them out of your environment, utilizing our instructions in Chapter 3, which is about 55 pages long, about how to get them out of your clothing, your bedding, your furniture, your house, out of your yard, out of the trees, wherever they are. So once you do that, you put those three things together, you're in pretty good shape. You're well on your way. And the fourth thing we're allowed to do is to educate you as to what supplements, targeted supplements that I've discovered along the way that will build health and immune functioning. So that's what we're allowed to do. But before you found us, or even after you found us, you may have gotten desperate. We all have gotten desperate. I remember, I guess the limit of my desperation was I once read something about sulfur being helpful with these organisms. So I went to the, well, I had to special order because they didn't actually have flowers of sulfur in this pharmacy. So I had to order it and get it in. And I plastered flowers of sulfur all over where I felt these organisms. I looked like I was jaundiced. I was embarrassed to go out. And I had my own company, and I wonder what my employees were thinking about me. But that was the limit of my desperation. It wasn't life-threatening or wasn't going to hurt me in any way. But there, I did get an email from a lady the other day who informed me that she found a way to get them out of her hair and out of her scalp. She does pretty much the technique that we use using one of these bathing caps, but she used ammonia. She put ammonia in her hair and said that after she put the bathing cap on, she really didn't smell it that bad, and she went to bed with it. Well, do you have any idea what ammonia is? It's a neurotoxin. And what will a neurotoxin do? Well, it messes up the potassium balance. And if you have low potassium, you know what can happen while you're asleep? You could stop breathing. That would be it. Good night. Sure, the organisms are gone, but you're not going to wake up. Now, it may not happen the first night, may not happen the second night, but to get these things out of your scalp, you're going to need to do it maybe 30 times. Maybe a month or so to get them totally out of your scalp. Hey, very dangerous. And that treatment that you came up with, because maybe you read in Chapter 3 that ammonia kills these organisms. Well, it does in the environment. And it will kill them on you, but it will also kill you. And my instructions in Chapter 3 are if you use it as a spray, spray and move away. Don't stand around and smell it. Spray and move away. So, Robin, have you gone to any extensive desperation?
Oh, absolutely.
What have you done?
I took a bath in 100% bleach at one point.
100% bleach?
I didn't stay long. It was like 2 seconds and I was jumped out. But, yeah. And then I tried putting kerosene on my hair because my head was so bad. That was awful. Luckily, I didn't do any of these horrid things for long because I realized how crazy they were and they didn't work.
Your skin, that bleach would turn your skin into rubber.
Right, and I'm really lucky.
Wow.
My skin's good. My skin's good. But that was horrifying. I can't believe I did that. It was like, what was I thinking? Oh, my gosh. But, you know, we get desperate and we're not thinking.
We get desperate. I mean, we don't get the help from the doctors. We don't know what to do. We're left alone. We're crying at night because of all the pain and agony and no direction, no place to go. I understand it. I understand it. And we're here to provide independence, not through those kind of things. You know, this is why we don't we don't allow anyone to offer anything that they think has worked for them for a period of time without having it actually work for extensive time. And email me, because we're not here about wild goose chases. We have too much success with what we do to go on a wild goose chase. We already have the answers. We don't need another wild goose chase, but sure, if people have things that can move things along faster or that we can learn from, I'm all about it. I don't hold it back. I share it. So, well, that's incredible. Ethel, did you have any things in desperation that you might have done? Is Ethel open?
Yes, she is.
Yes. Ethel, do you have anything in desperation that you might have done? Oh, she may be off doing something else. Okay. Well, is there anyone that you would like to open up the line? We can perhaps also take some questions. And if anybody would like to share their things of desperation, we can entertain those desperate things that we've tried.
I do have a question that was texted to me, and I guess it is
okay.
kind of a desperate question. This is from Linny, and she has clumps of stuff in her hair, and I personally think this stuff is biofilm. She thinks it's things nesting, and she thinks that the little white things that come out are eggs, which I'm not convinced of, because I think that mites and springtails are so small, I don't think you could see their eggs. I think that Morgellons makes little white things, but she said they're getting so big now they won't break apart, the clumps, and she can't rinse them out, and whatever is in her hair and body is totally clogging up the sinks, which I think is biofilm, to the point of having to move a couple of times. She says she's a bit shy and has become introverted because of this condition, which she has had over 13 years, and it's still growing worse. So she doesn't understand about their ability to multiply because it's out of control and getting worse. So, I mean, my first question would be, are you on the king diet? Because nothing works without the diet. And then, you know, depending, I don't think those are eggs. I know they look like eggs and they're hard probably, but I don't think they're eggs. Personally, I think that they are something that the Morgellons built, and the reason things are clumped together or whatever is the biofilm from Morgellons. And
yeah, it really doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
So, yeah, it doesn't matter what the heck it is. We're not here to diagnose it or whatever, because it's all basically handled the same thing. And the hair involves, well, if the hair is like that, I would say cut it short. Start off by cutting it short. Get to the scalp where the problem is. You know, don't even try to clean the hair.
Yeah. Get it as short as you're willing to go. Like, this was a big deal for me. Now I kind of like my short hair, and I've had it for a couple of years. But I had hair like down to here, and it was all curly. And yeah. So first thing is cut your hair.
Yeah. For those of you who can't see the video, Robin's hair is about maybe 2.5 or 3 inches long. So it used to be much longer.
Yes, thank you.
And Ethel, are you on the call? You could go through the scalp protocol.
Hi, Richard. I'm here. I mute myself,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then it takes me forever to go back and unmute.
I understand. Well, did you ever do anything desperate? We were on the desperation thing before you get into the scalp thing. Did you ever do anything desperate?
Just ask my neighbors. They'll tell you when I walk out with black-looking stuff on my nose or, on my face. And early on, I got some oregano, and I had a Gorbachev mark up on my forehead because I used it full strength. Yes, I've done a lot. And, and then I learn from it and move on to something else. So, hey, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But, yeah. But as you say, just check with my neighbors. They go, oh, my God, what now? I tell people to please call me before they come because I might be covered from head to toe in diatomaceous earth or with some other solution that's a different color. So I'm either a mime or I'm in some kind of face. But, okay, so the scalp protocol, I totally agree with you and Robin. Cut your hair, that was something that I did very early on. I never had like really big, billowing, thick, luscious hair. Nice hair. All hair is nice if it covers your head. And so finally I got myself a set of clippers from Walmart and just buzzed right down the middle so I wouldn't change my mind. And I cut it all off, and then I was able to treat the scalp. And I'd like to say in parts, like take one part of Claudia's Dream Cream, one part of the MSM gel, about 6 drops of the Nature's Gift debriding soap. Mix that all together and with some water and massage it into your scalp. And then apply a swimming cap and just keep doing this, massaging it in, rinsing, do it again and stuff. It will work. Also put like a barrier of Vaseline around to keep from drifting down into your face and your eyes, the solution as well as the bugs. And also make sure that you clean your pillow and your headdress in your car, in your car, and it will clear up. You just have to be very, very persistent. It seems as if the scalp is one of the hardest areas to get to clear these things, but you can.
And it takes time. You got to realize
it does. It takes time.
Yes, it can take months. It can take a few months.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to happen overnight. And even when you feel nothing in your scalp, you still do it. Don't give them a break. Just because you don't feel anything doesn't mean those little microscopic things are not there still. You leave one organism, and they're going to multiply. So you do it even when you don't feel anything. And you do this several times a day. Our first coach was Sandra. Met her about 6 years ago. She called at Desperation on July 4th, and we spoke, and she went on and followed the program and got her life back. She had a sense of humor. I wrote her, and I asked her what she did for the scalp. I said it would be great if we could put our scalp in the bathtub too, but the problem is when you're in a bathtub and you get your hair too wet, it can run down into your eyes and cause a real big problem. So we don't like to do a lot of work in the hair when you're in a bathtub because of the possibility of infecting your eyes. So she's a Weisenheimer, and she's also athletically inclined, and she did a headstand in a bowl with her hair in a bowl, mimicking the idea of what we want to accomplish. We want to accomplish our scalp being wet, just like it is in a bathtub in this bowl. And there are actually things that you can get on Amazon where you can lie on sideways and have your hair in a bowl kind of, a special kind of bowl. There's a form that for your neck. So you can do that and treat one side and then treat the other side. Put on the cap, the bathing cap. Ethel has learned about these cancer caps, the people wear when they're on chemotherapy because you lose all your hair, so you can get attractive cancer caps to wear when you go out. But the idea is to keep your scalp in that solution for as much and as long as you can, because the more that scalp is in contact with the solution, the more effective these ingredients are in getting into the scalp and cleaning them out, and that's what we want. We want them to get out. And of course, Robin's first question was, are you on the diet? Because you can do all of this and you can bust your tail for 3 months and you won't get anywhere unless you're on that diet, and the diet has kicked in. That's the key. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the diet, and none of us would be here. Okay, anyone else have a question? Is Megan on the call? Is our new coach on the call? She might have done some desperate things too. I know that it was a period of time where she actually lost her eyesight because of these organisms.
I'm not sure about Megan.
Anyone else? Okay. Anybody else you can open the line up to?
Yeah, Nick, your line is open, Nick.
Thank you,
Nick?
Chris. Yeah, I've done some, as you know, I guess you got to know me a little bit. I've done some desperate things with, I even poured lacquer thinner on myself to get rid of it.
Wow.
I mean, that's the wrong thing to
Lacquer.
do, but I was out in Denver. Lacquer thinner, yeah.
Yeah.
Lacquer thinner.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's very bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Raid, I got rid of it with Raid with 1994. I tried horse for bendazine. That cleared it up, but I'm not saying for people to go to the Tractor Supply House before I knew you to inject, because you don't know what you're doing, and it's very dangerous. I did a lot of dangerous things that were wrong. The diet has helped me from when I had it in 1994. There's a total difference. I mean, I stay on the diet. I don't know how long I got to stay on the diet till I get rid of these symptoms, but the thing is that the diet does keep me alive. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to have to go into this for years. I don't know. I'm not trying to look at that, but I picked up other hobbies to help me get along and get through what I got to get through, this journey, it's
Yes, thank you, Nick. And last week, a couple of weeks ago, you shared that you had dropped about 100 pounds from, what was it, 390, was it, that you said?
Yeah, it was 390 pounds. I dropped about 90 pounds in a month. I don't know if that's good or bad. I did go off the diet last night. I had ice cream, and it came right back up on me. I guess I have to, when I do get to stage 2, hopefully, God willing, I'll have to ease into that. I got to read the book more. I got to read the book maybe 20 or 30 times before I really get it, sink into my head. That's how I learn. But,
so how do you feel
family,
having dropped about 100?
Oh, I feel pretty good. I mean, I feel more limber, more moving around. I feel pretty good in that aspect. My blood pressure is great. My cholesterol is great. I mean, I have perfect blood pressure now. The doctor says, whatever you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. That's health-wise, I guess I'm going to be okay. And that way, if I can break this, whatever this is, whatever this Margellus disease is, if I can kick it, I think I'll be okay.
Well, you're getting progress, right?
Yeah, I'm getting progress.
You're having some progress.
The family is not thinks it's all mental, and I got to conquer that. And I'm in a lot of challenges. That bothers me when nobody believes you except you guys. But whatever.
Well, hey, point out 100 pounds. Hey, that's I mean, people will pay thousands to drop 100 pounds.
Yes, with your diet, absolutely. I think it's sort of like
So focus on that. Focus on the health. Focus on the health aspects of what you're doing, and forget the fact that you're with your family, that you're dealing with skin parasites. Take that out of the equation. Focus on you're getting better, you're feeling better, you're healthier, your blood pressure's down. The doctor likes what you're doing. Everything is working right. Focus on that and the value of that alone to your life. And forget the skin parasites with your family.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about losing 100 pounds. Absolutely. Your diet does work. It does something. I don't know what it does, but it keeps them under arrest. If that's what it's got to do for now, God willing, that's what it's doing. It works. It works. Whatever it is, I don't know how it works. I'm not going to try to figure it out. I'm going to just keep following the protocol.
Hey, guess what? I don't know either. I don't know either. I just lucked out. Okay, thank you very much, Nick, for sharing. We appreciate that. Keep coming back. We're here. You know, I don't know how Robin feels about this or Ethel, but I look forward to this time every week. This is my favorite time of the week, just to be here.
So it is mine, absolutely. It's my favorite. It's my coping mechanism.
Great. Keep coming back. We're here for you. You know, Robin and I and Ethel and Megan, we're here for one reason, and that is for you guys to say one day, you know, because you guys, I hung in there and I did it. It wasn't easy. Yeah, I might have given up, but I kept coming back to that Sunday program and listening to you, and every now and then I'd hear somebody else share how they got their lives back, and I figured, you know, I'm going to make it work too. Chris, got anybody else you want to open?
Hi. I used to take a lot of bleach baths, anything that I could make a paste out of to rub on my skin.
You pasted up everything, huh?
Yep. Everything I could.
Tell us some of the things that you did.
Like I used to use bleach and Tide laundry soap.
Bleach? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Bleach and Tide.
I used to use Pine Sol and Tide any laundry, well, specifically Tide laundry soap, but I would go with bleach or Pine Sol and make a paste out of it. I even try with lotions and hair creams, you know, just anything that I could get my hands on that would actually take care, you know, but I still take care of it. I try apple cider vinegar at baking soda baths because I watched something on the internet to where they said baking soda and vinegar baths work. But I think the craziest thing I did was bleach and Tide, not a Pine Sol and Tide. Like I would mix chemicals together with laundry soap just to try to make a paste and get it on my skin.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's very dangerous. I mean, I remember, I forget, several months ago there was a thing, Buffalo Wild Wings. They had several people die because of mixing cleaning products together, and it can be dangerous. Mixing the wrong stuff together can kill you. So, thanks for sharing. Do you have any questions that you'd like to ask?
I don't know. I'm actually doing the book right now. I think my biggest issue right now is I am trying. First, I have my own apartment now, so I'm able to actually do the diet better and get better cleaning. My question was with the stevia. I got some stevia, but it has the dextrose in it.
Yeah, you have to get stevia.
You don't want that.
Has nothing else in it.
We do have it in the store. We do have it in the store if you can't find it any place else. I forget the brand name, Sweet Leaf. We have Sweet Leaf Stevia. It's got nothing but stevia, but I have no idea why these stupid people put in dextrose and all kinds of other stuff in stevia. Stevia is supposed to replace that stuff.
Okay.
So, yes, you have to be careful about the stevia that you do buy.
Also,
Thank you.
Stevia.
Any other questions? What's that?
Vita is another brand of pure stevia that you can get in a powder or a liquid. The liquid's really nice.
Okay.
Because you can use it in cold drinks.
Okay, one more question is, what can we do if we are trying to get some things from your store, but we can't technically afford to get everything we need to get?
Send me an email and explain to me what if you're on disability or what your limitations are with Social Security and so forth. And we do have for members of the armed forces or active or retired, or we do have a discount store.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So
one more
thank
thing.
you.
Is there some? I know that we're.
Yes.
I know that we should have an electrostatic sprayer because, like, I had to move all my stuff from storage into my apartment, whatever. But is there somewhere we can find a cheap electrostatic sprayer?
We've looked everywhere, and you have to be careful because some of the sprayers that they advertise as electrostatic sprayers, they are electrostatic, but they put the wrong charge on the particles. So instead of putting a positive charge, they put on a negative charge. So watch out, because if you can buy an electrostatic sprayer on Amazon or eBay for about $100 and some, but I bought one just to test it because I wanted to see if we could get an inexpensive electrostatic sprayer. And I sprayed a doorknob with it, and it didn't coat the back of the doorknob. So I contacted the manufacturer. I'm saying, what the hell? This is not working. It's an electrostatic sprayer, but it's not doing what it was supposed to do. And then they informed me that it is an electrostatic sprayer. It puts a negative charge. Well, that doesn't do any good. That's a waste of time. You want an electrostatic sprayer that puts a positive. So we did find one. We have it in a store, Ryobi. It's about half the price of the Victory, which is like $8.50. This is around $4 something. So it's the best that we found so far.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else, Chris?
Hello, Richard. This is Marla.
Hi.
I just emailed.
Hi, Marla.
I just this week the questionnaire, and thank you very much for answering right away. And I've gotten about half of the book read, so I'm just starting. And thank you very much for all your sacrifice and all your information, and for providing this call for those of us that can't find the information anywhere else.
Well, I thank you for acknowledging our contribution to your life, and we're glad to be here for you. I know that when I suffered in the 90s, there was no place that I could go to find any information, and I don't know if it's any better today. I mean, I get there's a lot of conflicting opinions out there. There are a lot of people who say they know what they're doing, but it's just wild goose chase after another wild goose chase. So what we do here is tried and true. It's not easy, and it works. That's the good thing. And we know that generally, and Robin will share this with you, and so will Ethel, that reading the book once is not enough. Going through it many times, because many of us have brain fog. We have difficulty remembering. What you read the page, and what the hell did I read? And you have to go back and read it again, and then you got to read it a third time to understand, what was there. So you make notes. Use Post-its, you write down, so the more senses that you use when you read, instead of just reading, which is visual, you can actually read it aloud, which is auditory, and you're reading it, and you can write down Post-its, so the more senses you use, the faster the information will be absorbed. It's like an encyclopedia. You keep going back, and people who generally get their lives back end up reading it 6 to 8 times and refer to it constantly. So thank you for joining the program. We're here to support you. Keep coming back every Sunday. It's important. Robin will share. How long the diet didn't kick in right away from Robin. I mean, we've done programs before about the diet. And how long did it take the diet for you to get the diet to kick in, Robin?
Oh, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. It took a while.
Oh, yeah. She was a bad student. She was not quick to study. She was not a quick study.
I'm a slow learner, what can I say?
And she was emailing me, and we were exchanging emails, and she didn't quite grasp it and didn't quite understand it. But
yeah.
Here she is.
Well, I finally got it right. It took a while, but I didn't give up, and I, fixed the mistakes. I mean, my first mistake was getting the stevia with sugar in it, right? And I remember talking to him. I said, I'm using stevia. He goes, really? He says, tell me what's in the stevia. And that's the first time I actually read a label. And I realized, oh, I have to read all labels, because everything has hidden ingredients. And that's when things started getting better, as I started reading labels and cutting things out that didn't work on the diet. So, and thank you, Richard, for bearing with me through it.
Well, I'm certainly glad I did, because we do well here. You're a great co-host, and I'm blessed to have you as a co-host, and I'm blessed to have Ethel as our coach as well, and our greeting coach. We're a great team. We really are. And we're here for one reason. That's to support everybody that comes on this call week after week. So as I always say, don't do the diet, make the diet work. And one of our listeners that often writes me shares, her name is Marge, and she shares that she thought she was on the diet and having trouble, and then she read the ingredients in diamond salt, NaCl, salt. It has sugar in it. So just like Nick shared earlier, everything they want to put sugar in. They want to make you addicted to sugar for some reason. So make the diet work. It's so easy to make a mistake, and the bugs will tell you. As soon as you make a mistake, the bugs will tell you. Thank you. Any questions you may have?
No, sir, not yet.
Okay. Any desperate things that you've done that you'd like to share?
No, sir.
Yeah.
I just went to a hairdresser, and she's actually the one that had heard of this before. So she had me. She helped me to research it, and she's helped a lot. So no, I just trying to mitigate it all over my body at the same time. So I'll start the diet tomorrow morning.
Yep. Yes, the diet is important, and it may take you, I mean, if you're really good with instructions, when people start this diet, you can move from stage 1 to stage 2 within 7 to 10 days. But I mean, that's really doing it right. That's really nailing down everything just perfect. Nailing down your bathing, nailing down your disinfection of your environment, and the diet. So if you get it all perfect, you can do it in 7 to 10 days. But there are many people that have been on the stage 1 for as long as 6 months. And, well, they're better, they're feeling better, and they are on the right path, but it just takes a little longer for some people. So don't set yourself up with any expectations that you have to be at a certain place at a certain time. The idea is to get there. I always say, I'll get there when I get there, and not a minute before it. I'll get done when I get done, and not a thing more.
Right.
Kind of relieve the little stress.
Okay.
Thank you. Anyone else like to share? Anybody else? You open the line?
Hi. Hi, Richard.
Your name first?
Jennifer.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Jennifer.
I have been doing the diet. I love the diet. I feel like I need to move into phase 2, I guess it's called. But I like phase 1.
Yes.
So my question is it okay to stay in phase 1?
Sure.
think it is.
You can stay in stage 1. Yeah, no problem. I mean,
Yeah.
it's healthy. You're getting vegetables. You're getting protein. You're getting your fats in terms of butter or rice bran oil or even lard. I mean, so, yeah, you're getting all the basic essentials.
Okay. I was worried
And
I
if,
wouldn't progress, I guess. Yeah.
Oh no, it's fine. You can stay on stage 1 as long. I was on stage 1 for 90 days with totally symptom free, just to see if the diet was a cure. You know, I just wanted to see will the diet cure it. And I went off stage, and it was a problem. The bugs came back when I went off to normal eating. So, but then I realized that it's better to go stage by stage, and now I'm on stage 3, and I eat whatever I want, whenever I want, and I'm fine. I have no symptoms. I've dealt. For those of you who are new to the program, I have dealt with Springtails, Columbella. I've dealt with Strongyloides cervicalis, Lyme disease that almost destroyed and killed me. I've had Morgellons. I have skin rash. Skin fungus, hot tub rash. That's, I don't know what else can happen in terms of skin, except, well, I haven't had eczema or psoriasis, but I've had all the parasites.
I feel like I've had everything. I feel like I've had that. So I feel like my next question is, I guess, for one of the ladies, how do you get past the depression?
The depression?
Yeah.
Well,
the
if you go back, if you look. Oh, yes. This is all part of the issue, and this is why we're here. We're here to take these feelings of frustration, isolation, anger, and upset from getting into the situation and make them into a call to action. That's part of our stress management things. And if you go into the YouTube channel and you surf back probably a couple of months, we did have actually two programs about depression, and they're quite involved. Also, every email that goes out announcing this program, there are a couple of free YouTube programs. One of them is about dealing with depression. It's definitely worth you definitely want to listen to that program. It's, in my opinion, of course, I'm prejudiced because I created the program. It's the best program in the entire world about dealing with depression. So, and then we have the Inner World of Tranquility, which is, again, I didn't create that program, but I recorded it, and it is a phenomenal program, tremendous. It gives you a sense of tranquility. It gives you a sense of direction. It's an incredible program. And for people who have trouble sleeping, well, Sleep Through the Night program. The bottom line is, from my experience in working in cognitive reshifting, the way the brain works, the brain is a computer, a command center. The brain is a computer, and it will do exactly what you tell it to, but you need to know how to talk to the brain. You need to know how to instruct the brain. So you can actually program yourself to sleep. Actually program yourself to sleep, and that's what that program is about, how to program yourself to sleep. So those are our free programs. They're on the YouTube. Listen to them often. The more you listen to them, the higher our ratings go, the more popular we get, the more people we can help.
Thank you. I listened to Ethel's breathing thing nightly. I love this phone call. I love Ethel. I'm just wondering, I don't know. Go.
Well,
when I was depressed. Yes? You're going to say, Robin?
Yeah, I was just going to say, faith sees the things that aren't as though they are. And when we confess with our mouth the things that we're not feeling yet, we're training ourselves. So when we walk around our house and say, I know things are going to get better, I know I'm not going to be alone, I know God has a plan for my life.
Amen. Thank you.
Things change. It's a paradigm shift in our thinking, and it changes our emotional makeup. But it takes time.
Thank you, Robin.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's what worked for me.
And for me, I was at a point where, particularly when Lyme disease almost took my life, I was so depressed. The only thing that gave me any solace was I had a photograph of a niece, a 3-year-old Chinese niece that was adopted. Such a beautiful, somehow I got energy just from looking at that photograph.
That's right.
So gravitate to something and fixate on it and absorb the energy from it, absorb the positive energy flow, and listen to those programs that I referenced you to. And we're here. And go, we're here. We're here to support you. Keep coming back.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And visualize where you want to be. Like I wanted to be on top of a mountain with a guitar in my hand, singing in front of an audience. And of course, today I was. Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, visualize. It helps.
Yes.
Thank you, Robin.
Yeah.
Thank you, Richard.
You're welcome, Jennifer. Keep coming back. We're here for you. We love you.
Yeah.
Now,
thank you.
If there's anybody, Robin talked about looking to God. If there's anybody who is on the program who is not religious, we respect that. I respect that. And my look to God is look to self. The unlimited potential that self has. And if you want to call that God, you can. Absolutely. Okay, anyone open up anybody else's line?
Yeah, I'm Ann. I'm in Alabama. I'm new to this call.
Yes.
Today's my first call.
Welcome.
Thank you. I am started the diet about 4 days ago. Feeling better, doing a little bit better. I guess it's just a journey.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think I have.
Yes, it is. Well, that's great. 4 days that you're noticing that you're feeling better. That's fantastic. Thank you. Any questions you may have?
No, I'm at the end of the book. I've almost finished the book, and I've taken lots of notes. So I think mine is Morgellons and some kind of fungus. I don't know. But I know I have some kind of worm also. I don't know what it is, but I've got a little bit of everything I'm trying to get rid of.
Well, complete the questionnaire. Do you know how to get to the questionnaire?
Yes.
Did you know where it is? Okay,
yes.
Just complete the questionnaire and send it in, and I will be glad to make specific recommendations and educate you as to what you may be dealing with other than Morgellons, and also provide you detailed protocol from A to Z.
Okay, great. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm really happy to be here, and you'll hear from me again. I'll be here on Sundays.
Great.
Keep coming back. We're here for you. Glad you.
I need these calls, so I'm happy to be here.
Glad you found time to be with us on this holiday, this special holiday. Thank you.
This is Jennifer.
Your
How
name?
are you? Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
First of all,
were you on just a while ago, Jennifer?
No, this is a different Jennifer, actually.
Oh, different Jennifer. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm calling from Delaware, and I just wanted to say, first and foremost, thank you and your team for all of your hard work and efforts in helping all of us that are dealing with skin parasites, Morgellons. I have Lyme disease, Epstein-Barr, Morgellons, and it's been a total nightmare like everyone else. So I'm now in the process of getting ready to move, and my biggest fear is that I will reinfect my new place. Is there anything besides bagging what I can in large hefty bags with spraying them with ammonia that I can do to maybe prevent reinfestation?
I think Robin, she's raised her hand. I think she's got all the answers for you.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Hi,
well,
Robin.
Hi. So actually, hefty bags with ammonia is not going to do it. You want to get heavy airtight bags, like all different sizes of Ziploc bags. They have big ones. They have little freezer Ziploc bags. And in those bags, you can put stuff, well, if it's clothing or things that you can wash, you want to wash it with the protocol that's in the book.
Right.
You're right. And then you put it in the bag, and you can use either or both. Menthol crystals. You put menthol crystals in and seal it so it's airtight.
Okay.
If you're going to use hefty bags, you need to like duct tape them shut.
Okay,
but
just create
the
that
thing about
spill.
Ziploc bags is that you can close them and open them again without having to rip them open. You want to use menthol crystals or Nuvan strips, N-U-V-A-N, and they are a solid pesticide. You want to use more than they say you should use, and they last about 4 months and they kill everything that's in there. So you want to put things in airtight containers with Nuvan strips and or menthol crystals and leave them for at least 2 months, I would say. And then when you open them up, you want to make sure you want to disinfect them again. And that's the safest thing to do.
Okay, and I guess there's
Well, I think if she's moving, you can order them from Amazon probably, not that.
Okay.
DoYourOwnPestControl.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
And we have the menthol crystals in our store. And if you're moving, I doubt that she wants. You're already using the clothing right now. Is that right? You're wanting to know what to do with your clothing and things when you're moving. So I don't think you'd want to leave them in the bag for 2 months, Robin. Right? She's wearing them now.
No, but if she washes them with the protocols in the book, I mean, I would personally, as long as if you're washing them with the protocols in the book, you want to put them in something airtight with menthol crystals and only take them out when you need to wear them. You want to put as much as you can
you don't
away. Okay, it doesn't have to be everything for months, but you definitely don't want to just leave stuff out. They're just going to get reinfected.
So your seasonal clothing, you put them in the bag and you leave them there till next season that you need them. The summer clothing that you're using now, you just put them in the bag and take them out as you need them when you get to your new place. Now, as far as furniture goes, you're going to want to disinfect all the furniture before you move. You're going to want to probably disinfect the place before you move in. Disinfect the, ideally electrostatic sprayer, when you go in, you disinfect the room in about 3 minutes, but you could spray the floor area and the wall area before you move in, and counters and things like that, just to make sure you're not moving into anything that's there already.
Right.
And if you wanted to, with the Nuvon strips come in two sizes, small and large, and if you have a small storage facility, you could put your furniture in with a bunch of Nuvon strips and just leave it, and then slowly bring your furniture into the house.
Okay, that's a great idea. I'm definitely going to order those strips.
Yeah,
and then
really
just keep washing.
Yeah.
With the
now you need to wear rubber gloves when you're handling. You need to wear rubber gloves when you're handling them. They are pests.
You don't want to breathe it, so that's why I'm saying a storage facility, like a small room that's enclosed that you put stuff in and you put the strips in, but you don't want to breathe that. So, I mean, you can, you know, to open it and take stuff out is fine, but you don't want to spend time in there.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. That's very helpful. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, I just, you're welcome. Keep coming back. Robin, I just realized that, you know, we were talking about crazy things and dangerous things. We talked about ammonia. You talked about taking a bath in bleach. I think Nick talked about using things like paint thinner on his skin and stuff like that. You and I were talking last night, and you were talking about the UV lights.
Right. That's right. So that's another thing that I don't think people, you know, there's a UVC light that actually kills things, but it takes like an hour to kill something, and it's only going to be a 2-foot square area, but you cannot be in the room with it, and you cannot look at that light. Those lights have timers on them so that you turn them on and you leave, because they are deadly. They're really bad to be around. So if you've gotten a UVC light, I have a bunch of them, don't turn them on and stay in the room. Yeah.
Yes, so that would be dangerous. Also, we use ozone. We have ozone generators. And again, the directions are you don't stay in the room when you're running the ozone generator. You run it according to the instructions that come with it, and then when it shuts off from the timer, you let the room air out for a period of time before you go in. So ozone can be also dangerous.
Menthol crystals too. They are great at getting in, the vapors get in places nothing else gets, but you don't want to breathe strong menthol crystal vapors. They are not good for us.
Like we have diffusers. You can use these diffusers to diffuse oils, like we're working on, Barbara's working on right now. We've been talking about for, I don't know, almost a month, clary sage, and to stimulate intellectual and brain activity, and you use it in a diffuser, and I think we're going to be amazed at the result. But you don't want to put menthol crystals in one of those diffusers or on anything that is going to vaporize it in your area that you're going to be breathing. That would be very dangerous. Okay. Open up somebody else's line.
That's it, Richard. Everybody who gave, I opened up, they already talked.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I thank everybody for joining us and sharing our July 4th, our Independence Day. This is our independence from organisms. This is the program to do it, to get your life back. Keep coming back. Robin and I will be here for you. We're going to close this segment of the program and move into managing stress.